What a freaking game. What a game that was, man. Arsenal 5, West Ham 2, or West Ham 2, Arsenal 5. I know people usually start with the away team first, but damn, what a match that was. 7 goals in the first half, nothing in the second half. The second half was kind of lackluster compared to the first half, but I think that fifth goal that we scored towards the end, the penalty by Saka, I think that just kind of killed the game. Um, and that deflated West Ham. Make no mistake, had we not scored that fifth goal, West Ham would have come into that second half believing they can get a win. Not a win, but at least believing they can come back in the game. And I'm not saying they didn't try in the second half. They obviously did, but I just think our quality just showed too much for them. To the point where there were times in the second half where they were attacking us with like only 5 of our players back, and we still managed to get the ball back. They just obviously don't have the quality to break our defense. Um, I mean, I say that even though they freaking scored 2 goals, I cannot be mad about the second goal. I thought Rice won the ball. I'm not sure why that was given as a foul, but I guess he might have taken the man first. And that was an incredible free kick by Emerson. I would never blame my team for conceding a goal like that. The first goal, however, I thought Trossard just slept on the ball. I'm getting the negatives out because I want to get the negatives out of the way first, so I can talk about the positives, which are tremendous in this game. Um, but yeah, like that first goal, I think Trossard just slept. Should have marked the run of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Um, Raya, I don't know. People will say Raya should have done better. I don't really think so. Because when a player runs in like that, like you have to also watch out for the far post. This myth that people have, I think I think maybe Joe Hart or one keeper like kind of destroyed this myth that keepers should not concede near post no matter what happens. It's absolutely stupid because some keepers are ready for like shots at the far post, right? And they're waiting, and it's quick reactions, right? So um I don't blame Raya that much for it. I do blame Trossard for not tracking his man. Now that the negatives are out of the way, lots of positives to talk about, man. Lots of positives, honestly. First things first, I tweeted this and I'm gonna say it now in this video. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen a team, at least a big team, let me say that, big team, that is better than us when it comes to corners and set pieces. I'm going to say corners specifically because set pieces could also include like free kicks and penalties and stuff, which I don't think we should take into account. But when it comes to corners, I genuinely don't remember seeing a big team this dominant when it comes to like these kind of corners and like set pieces from corners or even set pieces where we have to compete with our head. I don't know what Nick Jover has done, the way he's transformed our team. And every time we come up with like some different routines, sometimes we overload the box, sometimes we have players coming in from the far post, sometimes we have players coming in the front post. And the way you can see that some of this stuff like is just the quality of the players. Gabriel, before he scores the corner, goes to Saka before Saka's taking the corner and talks to him, tells him something. I don't know what the hell he tells him. Clearly it worked because it led to a goal. And Saka's like, I got you, bro. Gabriel goes, gets ready, marked by Antonio. Antonio's like watching him like a hawk, thinking, I'm not going to let you get a run. It doesn't work with Gabriel. It doesn't work with Gabriel Magalhaes. Kyle Walker thought he can handle him, got dunked on. Romero thought he could handle him, got dunked on. Obviously now Antonio thought he could mark him. He just went past him and got an easy header. I also think there's an argument to say that Gabriel Magalhaes probably in the history of the Premier League is one of the most dangerous threats when it comes to corners. Seriously, I don't think there's any centre back that's outscored him since he's joined the Premier League. I don't know about fullbacks to be honest, but then it's normal for a fullback to outscore him because they bomb forward a lot. But the only opportunities Gabriel gets to score are from set pieces, and I think he's got more goals than this season alone. He's probably got more goals than many strikers in the league, which is just mental. But yeah, it's incredible. And people will laugh at us and they'll say, "Oh, set piece team." It takes absolute skill and art to be able to do this consistently. And it also takes incredible delivery, the way Saka and Declan Rice usually put in, for us to be able to even have players come in at the end of these crosses. But yeah, man, dominant. That just obviously gave us the lead. Beautiful, beautiful second goal. If for those people who were questioning how much we were missing Odegaard before, That second goal should tell you all you need to know. Not a lot of players in the league, forget Arsenal, in the league, would play that ball over the top, which he does quite frequently, by the way. When he sees the defense and that, he just lobs the ball that way. Every time he sees the defense lined up, packed, and blocking all through balls, he just pings it over the top. He's done that last season as well, if people remember, against Chelsea when Ben White ended up scoring. And he's done it many times. I don't know why I'm giving the Chelsea example. There's many examples when he's done it. It's just that they don't always lead to goals. And obviously, brilliant Bukayo Saka getting his second assist of the game, just squaring it. Kai Havertz almost ruined it by sliding in and trying to get to at the end of that ball, which, let's be honest, if he did, I don't think he would score it, because I think Fabianski was right there. He would have blocked it. Trossard obviously slotting it in beautifully. And then Starboy wins a penalty. And it was surprising to see Odegaard take it, but Odegaard is a really good penalty taker, man. Every penalty I've seen him take, I've just been super impressed, because he will choose the right or left side and he'll put them far right or far left. He'll always put it at the far end, which makes it very difficult for keepers to get it, even if they jump the correct position. And that just takes a lot of confidence and ability as well. So fantastic there. That fourth goal, though. Trossard with a beautiful dink. I think it was with his left foot as well, which is mental. I mean, it's not really that surprising anymore, because we've seen him take corners with his left foot. So I think dinking a ball like that to Havertz was just something that obviously it doesn't surprise me anymore with Trossard. But that was quality pass. And then Havertz obviously running through. I don't know what the defender was trying to do, like when he jumped to get the ball. If I was the defender, I would have just continued running with Havertz. But I'm assuming he probably thought that Havertz will get the run in on him because he's quicker. So he, I guess, tried to gamble, and it obviously didn't pay off. And Havertz with a beautiful finish. I actually thought he's going to try to round the keeper. But when he saw Fabianski just standing tall, he went with the easy finish. And obviously that gave us the fourth. Now, they obviously did give us a scare when they came back. And I've spoken about their goals already, so I'm not going to speak about it again. But, I mean, it was obviously quite good for us to get that penalty. Gabriel just getting punched in the face by Fabianski. And Fabianski knew he messed up. He even went and apologized to Gabriel after. And obviously this time Bukayo Saka took it. And, man, we were close to missing that penalty, because Fabianski actually jumped the correct way and got a touch on it. But luckily for us, Bukayo Saka's penalty was just like strong enough that it went past him. Look, dominant performance. I've said before that I think we're going to go on a very, very good run now. We've already shown it with Nottingham Forest, Sporting Lisbon, and obviously now West Ham. And we've won every single one of those games by 3 goals or more, which is very impressive. How many goals do we have now? Like 13 goals in our last 3 games. It's just crazy. Yeah, look, we need to keep doing this. Right now, we're hunting Liverpool. The hunt is going on. And Liverpool will drop points. We need to ensure that we don't, right? And the key thing to that is we need to make sure our players stay fit. So I'm hoping Gabriel's thing is not that serious. I mean, it's a knock in the end, so I'm pretty sure it won't be that serious. And he'll be back for the United game in 4 days. And obviously we need the other players to make sure that they're okay as well. Thomas Partey needs to be back. As good as Jorginho was, he's nowhere close to Partey's level. We obviously need Moreno back as well, because it's very good to have that option come off the bench. But overall, yeah, man, top performance. We keep going on. I think we will beat United in 4 days. Obviously, they have a game tomorrow, and then they have to travel to our ground. So I think we do have that advantage that we are staying in London, and we get a day extra, I guess. And I don't care about this Ruben Amorim and new manager bounce. We've got to make sure we slap them up when they come to the Emirates. Not even win, slap them up, because in terms of quality, there's a massive difference between us and them, in my opinion. I don't think a single player of theirs gets into our starting 11. But yeah, man, good performance. Let's keep going. I think even Champions League right now, our next 2 games are at home. We should be winning them. And then we have an away game against Girona, which by that time, if we win our next 2 home games, I think we will secure a top 8. And even if we didn't, I see us going and winning against Girona in Spain. But yeah, look, the most important thing is keeping our players fit. If we keep our players fit, I genuinely cannot see the next team that beats us. And West Ham, let's be honest, like there were moments where they were actually trying to play well and they were going forward and trying to attack, but I think our defense was just too good for them. I want to shout out Kivior as well because I was panicking when he came on at halftime, but he actually played really well. He ended up having a very good second half. And even Zinchenko, like misplaced pass here and there, but that's normal. He always has that. But I think he still kept steady and just helped us keep going. But yeah, dominant performance. I'm just gonna end the video with this. Yeah, Bukayo Saka, in my opinion, right now is in the conversation for the best player in the Premier League this season, at least. 15 GA from 12 games. 15 GA, 10 assists, 5 goals from 12 games. Starboy is absolutely cooking. This is so far his best start, I think, ever in the Premier League, since he's obviously been with us since he started playing for the senior team. I don't think he's ever had this kind of GA. He's averaging more than a GA, 1 goal contribution per game. The only thing is Salah has also been pulling like some incredible levels, which is why it's very difficult to put Saka ahead of Salah right now. Not very difficult. I think you can have the conversation for sure. There are certain things in Saka's game that I think he does better than Salah. But Salah has come in clutch, obviously, in many games, and he's scoring and assisting as well. So it's right now it's them two. This Cole Palmer thing, I'm forgetting about that. This Cole Palmer right now is not as good as Saka. I'm calling that right now. And on that note, we'll end this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's smash United next game. Big up, guys. Peace.